So I want to welcome, to kick us off to the stage, #1 best-selling author, Aicha Bascaro. Aicha is the author of The Franchise Fix. Here's your book, Aicha.
That's right.
It's the business systems needed to harness the power of your franchise. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to see you on the red carpet. Tell us about the franchise book.
Well, after 25 plus years of experience in the food industry, I wanted to put in a book all of the systems that the franchisor does not provide to the franchisees. These are all the management systems to have the best people, to control your costs, to increase your sales, and make tons more money. So I wanted to put it all in one book so that all the franchisees and small business owners everywhere can actually have it all in one place.
So the Franchise Fix has on the cover, we'll show that to people again, it's got a hamburger and fries. Mm-hmm. I know you have a background in pizza and chicken.
That's right.
So I think your Popeyes and Domino's people might be like, hey, you messed up the cover. But is this book just for people in the food industry, or does it go beyond that?
Well, out of the 12 chapters, only one is focused on the food. Everything else, all the other elements are basically things that you need in any small business. So really, if you have any franchise, whether it's food or not, or any business really, small business, this will apply for you. All of these are principles that work for anybody that has a small business.
Fantastic. So do you, before coming to the Author Incubator, did you think of yourself as a writer?
No. As you know, English is a second language for me, so it was a little bit of intimidating to decide to write a book. However, when I found you and learned about all the support that you give in the editing process and helped me get through the proofreading and making sure that the language was properly and still keeping me within it, right? Is one of the things that inspired me to do it. I tried for over 2 years to make it happen, and until I was able to find you, as a coach and your team to help me through it, I had not been able to do it. So thank you.
So, all right, well, then I'm going to ask you, Ingrid from Atlanta. Hi, Ingrid. Ingrid said, how was it work? We're obviously here in person now, but most of our time together, we were working remotely. So Ingrid said, how was it working remotely with a writing coach?
I love technology, and the reality is that in this day and age, everything is so simple. It's a click away. And so being able to get your information, your learning from my home office on demand made it really simple for me. So I didn't have to be anywhere at a specific time. I could just do it in the time that I had, and it actually helped really, very well to get through all the learning and then the interaction with you.
So a lot of people will ask me, like, how much time will I get with you? And I always say as little as possible, which makes them real mad. But I'm like, why would you want to spend more time with me than you needed? But even though we were remote, did you feel like we spent enough time together? Do you wish we spent more time together? Do you feel like you had what you needed? What surprised you about the amount we interacted?
At times I really wanted to spend more time with you. However, I realized that you were teaching me fishing. Instead of giving me fish, instead of telling me or doing things on my behalf, you taught me to do it on my own. And so, even though sometimes I wanted to spend more time with you, I realized, well, I'm actually learning how to become a writer. So this is knowledge and information that now I can take into my future books.
And I know you watched all of the videos and trainings, and you came to every one of our classes and you asked questions. And so you really made sure that you were getting as much out of it as you could so that it went beyond just writing the book, but to making an impact in your business. Has it changed? Has it changed your business? Has it changed your life in other ways beyond the book?
Being a coach myself in the food industry, even though I have had all kinds of roles, I've been a coach, and I actually have learned through your process how to be a better coach for my clients. And so now it allowed me to create a process in which I can be a coach to franchisees that are in Peru and Canada and Mexico and California, and I don't have to be present for them to be able to learn from me. So it has changed. I learned everything, and it has changed how I now conduct and help and serve my clients.
I love that. So I have to give you a shout out because you actually changed our program. You came in and one day, I think on a whim, you're like, hey, everybody, I'm writing. It's Wednesday night. I'm going to write tonight from 8 to 10. Who wants to write with me? We'll make it a virtual writing party. And then everybody checked in. You were like, hey, it's 9 o'clock. How many words have you written? And I was like, this is brilliant. So many people were participating and actually writing together. Separately. We've now built that into the program. I don't know if I told you that.
No, I did
so
not.
Yes, we now have virtual writing programs
right.
inspired by Aicha Bascaro. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Angela, for everything and for making the franchise fix become a reality in my world. It was fantastic. And for the franchisees.
Absolutely. So if you are a franchisee, if you have thought about buying a franchise, or if you know someone who has a franchise, you can get a copy of the Franchise Fix. It is totally free today. You will see the link on your screen. Go do it right now, especially if maybe you have a cousin or an uncle, someone you don't talk to that often. They own a food business. Maybe it's a food truck. Maybe it's not even a franchise, but they've thought about buying a franchise. This is a book that they need to have. So go ahead and send your friend, your uncle, whoever you know, send them the link that you see on your screen for a free copy of Aicha Bascaro's The Franchise Fix. Congratulations, Aicha.
Thank you, Angela.
Great job.